Hey y'all, welcome to week 3 of my 52 weeks of tutorials. This week we are going to be learning how to do Kitchener stitch. Kitchener stitch is used to grab two edges of active stitches together. It results in a seamless, undetectable join. It's commonly used to graft together the toe of a cuff-down sock, but it can be used anywhere that you want to graft two rows of active stitches together. All right, so Kitchener stitch. I'm going to be teaching you how to do Kitchener stitch on my Torial socks. This is my second Torial sock. Pattern is by Rachel of Maven Crafted. I am finishing up this toe and then I'm done with this pair of socks. Super excited about that. I knit this sock using yarn from Onyx Fiber Arts, and I really love how the sock turned out. The speckles really kind of played nice with this pattern, so I'm very pleased with that. Okay, so for this tutorial, you're going to need your sock ready to be grafted with approximately a 10-inch tail and a darning needle. I'm going to start by picking my project up and holding it like this so that I can see both sets of stitches. I need to begin with a two-step setup. The first step there is I'm going to take my needle and I'm going to bring it purlwise through the first stitch on the needle in front. And I'm going to leave that stitch on that needle. Then I'm going to go to the back needle and I'm going to go purlwise into that stitch, once again leaving the stitch on the needle. And now you're ready to begin your 4-step repeat. The 4-step repeat is pretty easy to memorize. Steps 1 and 2 will be on your front needle. Steps 3 and 4 will be on your back needle. You're going to go knitwise into the first stitch on your front needle. You're going to slip it off the needle and pull your yarn through. You're then going to go to the second stitch on your front needle. You're going to go purlwise through that stitch and you're going to leave that stitch on the needle. You're then going to go to your back needle and the first stitch you're going to go purlwise through the stitch, slipping it off the needle and pulling the yarn through. You're going to go to that second stitch on the back needle and you're going to go through knitwise, leaving that stitch on the needle. And you're going to keep repeating this process until you've worked all the stitches. Let's do it again. We're going to go knitwise off, pull the yarn through, purlwise on, so we're leaving that stitch on, going to the back needle, purlwise, slipping that stitch off, pulling the yarn through, knitwise, leaving the stitch on the needle. Let's do it one more time. Knitwise, slipping it off, pulling the yarn through, purlwise, leaving the stitch on,
going to the back needle, purlwise, taking the stitch off the needle, pulling the yarn through, knitwise, leaving the stitch on the needle. You continue in that fashion until you've worked your way across. If you need a little extra help, I like to look at it this way. Step 1 is front needle, knitwise, off the needle. Step 2 is still front needle, purlwise, on the needle. Step 3, back needle, purlwise, off the needle. Step 4, back needle, knitwise, on the needle. Continue on. I'll meet you on the other side. When you get to the last 2 stitches, you're going to go ahead and knit off and then purl off and pull that yarn tail through. You can go ahead and work these stitches a little bit to make that a nice invisible toe. When you're finished, go ahead and weave in the tail. And that's how you do Kitchener stitch.
If you found this tutorial helpful, subscribe to my email list to receive all 52 weeks of tutorials direct to your inbox. And don't forget, follow the Marvelous Mrs. Maker on Instagram, share your favorite tutorials with your knitting besties, and save this tutorial for future reference. Thanks, y'all. Can't wait to see you next week.